The verdict for this weekend, July 18th. Man, nobody was more excited to get out on the water this weekend or today than me. And the issues I thought I had fixed with my trolling motor and thought it reset because it started stowing. Nope. 12, 15 minutes in, I had invited a buddy out there with his boat, and we ended up with me having to get in his boat and just leaving my boat up there because the Ulterra gave out again, and I need to take it tomorrow to get it serviced. So love the Ulterra. It's been a good motor for me. I ain't finna trip after 2 to 3 years. It's giving me this type of issue. Hey, it is what it is. But I will say this much: I learned a lot today. I learned that people have their own fishing styles. My fishing style and D's fishing style are two totally different things. D's a way better fisherman than me. D actually is a fisherman where I am a person that catches fish. This is what he does. But we only boated a total of 4 fish. He had 2 keepers that got off at the boat, so homeboy, I can't give you credit for that. The 3 that I caught and boated, one of them was a keeper and the other 2 were not, but I still boated 3 fish. D only boated 1. That caused a little passionate, argumentative, fun friend rivalry. So he didn't like the fact that I counted that I boated 3 fish, even though I only had 1 keeper and he had 1 keeper. I was like, you still can't take the credence away from me as saying that I actually boated 3, even though 1 counts and 1 counts for you. He didn't want to give me credit for that. So we have a contest coming up sometime soon, but we have different styles of fishing. My live scope is on an independent pole. D's live scope is on his trolling motor. I like the spot lock. D doesn't like the spot lock. I like to be within 10 feet to 12 feet of my target. D likes to pitch 35, 30 feet out and can do it like a world champion. I like to keep my target in front of the fish longer. D likes to get the active fish so he's not in the strike zone as long as what I would like to be. I fish with Humminbird live scope and Minn Kota Ulterra. He fishes with Motor Guide, Lowrance, and live scope. The brush piles I tried to put him on that I found on Lavon, we couldn't find with his Lowrance, and if we did find it, it took a long time. So it was a frustrating day. I was great to be out there with a fishing brother in arms, and it was a frustrating day because I think I could have did better catching fish, but that's my style. That's my style. So we got a rivalry contest coming up when I get my boat. He gets his boat. I think D is a better fisherman than me, hands down. I know D's a better fisherman than me. I ain't got to think that. I know he's a better fisherman than me. But I think I'm going to have to beat him because that lake requires you to develop a different style than what was used today. And if he uses that same style, I'm going to wear him out. But if he uses an adaptive style, which he has all kinds of skill to do, it's going to be interesting. So we'll make that public, and it's going to be some embarrassing. It's going to be embarrassing on what you got to do for the wager. It's going to be a big, nice steak dinner, but what we're going to make the other person have to endure after they lose, it ain't going to be pretty. So it's still going to be fun. I thought I'd rather make this video versus type this in one of the posts for the groups, but it looks like from yesterday, from real fishermen that I know that fish tournaments, as well as today, the fish won over the fishermen. Rough conditions, and it is what it is. I still got a freezer full, but at the same time, I didn't get a chance to get my boat out there and do what I want to do. So Lake Lavon, this is publicly being published for you. When I get that little red boat back running, I'm going to run through a lot of your crappie. You guys have a good one.